Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Hoffy, Saturday morning. It's 8:30 GMT. Sounds like GMT, doesn't it? 8:30 GMT. 8:30 GMT. I so need this coffee this morning. I don't know where my head was in my sleep last night, but I think I went off somewhere. I feel like I've been traveling all night. Anyway, I made it back to here, made it back to the dining table. Oh, gosh. And I've got this, yoga. Not yoga. What is it? Oh, my daughter's got me doing some sort of exercising at 11 o'clock. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I don't know how convincing that sounds. Anyway, let's start with, I'm just going to burn a bit of sage because I don't know how your week's been, but mine has been pretty hectic. And I just want to burn up some of this sage. Oh, clear this space. If you've never burnt sage, when I first saw it, I was thinking, oh, that looks weird. Looks a bit odd. Why would they do that? But I can't tell you the smell. And it does tend to clear the space. So yeah, so let's get rid of any of the old energy of the week, the work, and let's just, oh God, just enjoy that for a minute. Oh, it's good, it's good. Like I say, if you've never burnt sage and it seems a bit weird, just give it a go. Find somebody that's got some sage in their garden, which is all I do. I take it from my garden and tie it up, let it dry out. Doesn't take very long. And this was tied around it, and then I've tied it around the bottom after when I start to use it. Oh, gosh. Yes, it's so good. Right. That's it. That is it. I can feel a different energy now. You know, work is very different from your personal space, isn't it? You know, people think you are the same at work as you are in your home life, and mine couldn't be any two poles apart. But the thing is what happens. I mean, I've been working in the same industry for 14 years, and now you know that people just don't know you, but equally I don't know them. I know them as work colleagues. I know what they probably like for their lunch, how they like their tea, maybe what they did at the weekend, but certainly not spiritually. And I'm sure that after all this COVID, that people will be much more, this is going to be a new spiritual world anyway, isn't it? Because people don't want to go back to the old lifestyle. People don't want the craziness of it all. And you may have noticed with Jupiter coming out of its long sleep, its 6 months sleep, May, June, July, August, September, 5 months sleep, that things are speeding up, but you may not be. So you might be feeling very resistant to those changes that have occurred through Jupiter. And Jupiter represents your dreams, by the way. So let's put that over there. We don't need that. What do we need? Not a lot. Just you guys and some cards, eh? Yeah, so Jupiter has been asleep since May in retrograde, which just basically means it's just spinning in one space. And it's coming out and it's waking up. But you will notice more on the 5th of October, a real shift again. I love these shifts. They do give you a surge of energy. So whatever you're starting, your dreams and things, projects that you're starting and things that you want to come true are definitely going to come into the fore on the 5th of October. If you know, yesterday you may have found that you were discussing those dreams in some way, But on the 5th of October, you're definitely going to feel a shift. Anyway, I hope you're starting to wake up now. I'll just have a bit more coffee. There we go. Oh, that's good. Right, let's look at these crazy old cards. Now, we always start with... Oh, let's put some amethyst out. Oh, and a rock. This is such a nice tactile stone. So let's get... Let's find them first. Oh, there they are. Okay, so spirit animal. Let's find our spirit animal of the week. Yeah, how was your week? You know, is there anything you would have changed in your week? Anything you would have changed? Anything you would have changed in your own behaviour? I mean, I certainly would have done. There's a couple of times I lost it, I would say. Feeling a little bit of unjust. But yeah, I would definitely go back and change those few bits. But there's always next week, right? So I get very frustrated if, you know, when you tell people things and you think, oh, they really didn't listen, did they? They just didn't get it. It just went over their head, and they're coming back to you not once, but twice, maybe 3 times for the same thing. And so I should really pull out my patience card, shouldn't I? And be a bit more patient with other people, because it's not their fault. And it could partly be my fault. Who knows? We'll have a look at it next week anyway. But I do hope you've had a good week. And before you... And you've set some intentions, because obviously we had the new moon this week. And that was on the 17th. So I got asked a few questions by somebody that bought one of the manifestation kits, and they loved the idea of getting that. And then when they come to do it, they wanted to know how to implement it. And I said, the problem is you have to understand the phase of the new moon. So everybody thinks that when a full moon comes, that is the beginning of the phase. And that is not the beginning of the moon phase. The beginning of the moon phase is the new moon. So everyone focuses on the full moon, mostly because the full moon magnifies you. I mean, the moon represents you. It's you in your phases. So it is the new moon. So if you had a clock, the new moon would be the beginning of the phase. And then you would see more and more and more of the moon until you got to the full moon, which is the halfway point. So it's 12 o'clock. So 6 o'clock is your start of your moon phase. 12 o'clock is your new moon, and then it comes back round again. So when people say do your intentions, they want you to do it and think anti-clockwise, not clockwise. They want you to do it between the new moon and the full moon, because that's when everything is growing. So the moon grows into the full moon, and then it wanes, doesn't it? So it wanes, it starts to disappear, and then you don't see it again, because the moon and earth and the sun are all in alignment, and then it goes round again, full moon. So it grows into the full moon. So that's why it's always the best time to do your intentions or moon manifestations in that phase. Otherwise, it's moving into a negative. So it's a positive, it's a negative, it's a positive, it's a negative. Anyway. Right, here we go. Here we go. Come on. It'd be funny if it came out with a moon on it, wouldn't it? There. And yeah, so the moon manifestation kit, there's 10 items in there, but that's all for another reason. That's for the power of 10. If you're interested, just go to hoffy.co.uk. There's other products on there. I started doing some moon body products. Oh my God. Gravity leg gel. Oh, it's just a bit of heaven. Oh, now we got the Peacock. That is, yeah, we got the Peacock. Okay, that is really cool. I don't know if you, oh, the cat's moved now. You might see a cat appear like around about there in the background. This is not my cat. It's meowing. It's not my cat. It does not belong to me. It just wants to come and live with me. And I can't let it because it's so fluffy. It's so fluffy. It will just molt everywhere. And I don't have the time in my life to be hoovering up after a cat. Maybe I could screen him off. Right. What are we looking for? What are we looking for, Hoffy? Right. Animal spirit, the peacock. So we have the peacock. Right. The peacock is air energy. So that is Gemini, Libra, and who's the other air? Aquarius. They are our air energies. They're like butterflies, aren't they? Those signs. Come on, where's the peacock? The hawk? No. The eagle? No. Here we go, the peacock. So starting our Saturday morning with the peacock. Okay. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage. But the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outwards indefinitely. Wow, that's nice. That's sort of like, that makes me think about someone's aura. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life. So it does not harbour resentment, conflict, or past pain within. Oh, yes. We don't want any of that past pain. We don't want to hang on to any resentment, and we certainly don't want any conflict. So it doesn't hold any type of those obstacles or conflict in its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Well, that'd be every one of us then. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. Oh, yeah. So let me just touch on, I listen to lots of things, and I obviously to build on my craft, but recently I listened to Abraham Hicks. If you've not listened to her, she is incredible. I think actually she may have changed my life. But anyway, somebody was talking, they were having a discussion, and this person was sort of saying, well, I'm all sorted, but, you know, that person isn't over there. And they obviously felt a little bit of conflict between that. You know, well, I understand where I am. I'm spiritually aware. I'm spiritually in place, but that person isn't. And what you have to do to be spiritually in place, you have to accept that people are in their own spiritual place. Whether you think it or not, you will recognize in them, if you are in the right place, you will recognize in the other person their spiritual place. And that's when you get that harmony and that peace and not conflict. If you've got this outer shell of like this, you're going to get conflict. If you soften and just hold your inner spirituality here and look and seek that in that person, you know, even if you look at a person, you can see what they're wearing on the outside. You can see their style, their shape, how tall they are and things like that. And they might have words coming out their mouth, but if you can connect with their spiritual side, then it's a much calmer environment, isn't it? That's what I need to do next week. I need to start doing that. So anyway, so when it's in balance, it's confident, And when it's out of balance, it can't digest situations. Oh, well, what was I just saying then? And to bring into balance, if you're going to meditate through your navel. Yeah, okay. So when you're breathing and meditating, you just focus on your navel. I might do that tonight. I like to do my meditation before I go to sleep. I find that I'm not alert enough to focus. I'm not supposed to be alert, but I'm not alert enough to focus first thing in the morning. And yeah, I think it gives you better dreams as well. So I love dreams. I love dreams. So that's our peacock today. That is our lovely little peacock. Look. So we've got to find the little peacock in ourselves. Funny. Right. Can you remember what the second card is? Can I remember? Yes. Just. So these are, so these were The Animal Spirit by Kim Cram. I can't digest every word she's written in that book. That's why I have to read from there. These are the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. He doesn't even know I like him, but I do like John Holland. I think he's cool. He's made these cards, and actually becoming one with your cards when you're an oracle or tarot reader, you really have to connect with the cards, but he's just done them in such a way. They look heavy. They look like heavy energy, but actually most of them are not. He's spot on. Anyway, let's see. So we'll get our little, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so what plans have you got for next week? I have to write everything down because I really do forget. I think that's the card. Oh my gosh, I love this. You see, this is when you get these cards and you think, yeah, they're bang on. Transformation. Transformation. And my green is one of my favourite colours, actually. Probably my most favourite colour. Transformation 13. I think that's a Scorpio energy. Transformation. And it is the end. So let's link it in with this peacock then, because what we're going to do is we're going to end the way we perceive other people. When people talk, it's very noisy, don't you think? Some people are very, very scared of being quiet with other people. You know, like if they're sat in a room, they feel that they've always got to fill the void. There's always got to be some noise or anything. And actually, sometimes the best moments are when you're just, nobody's saying anything and everybody's just relaxed and chilled and just focused, maybe whatever, TV, whatever, or just in a nice space doing their own thing. And you can feel that energy, can't you? And you think, I wonder why we can't sustain that energy all the time. You know, somebody might be at the table writing, somebody might be reading a book, somebody might be I don't know, just doing different things, pottering around the garden. Yeah. So we need to go and find that in our transformation. And this peacock, which is obviously hugely spiritual, we need to find that little space, that sweet spot in ourselves, and seek it out in others, but in a gentle way, not in a you know, way. Find a soft way to do it. Transformation. Yeah, so any something that you are focusing on maybe is transforming into a new world, a new life. As I said, you know, all these planets, they're not up there for nothing, you know. They're up there to help us and guide us. It's just that some people resist it. In fact, most people resist it because they don't understand it. That's how that is. So what do we usually put on the end? I know that's for our little crazy corner, we call it. That's for our crazy corner. And, there we go. It's this one, isn't it? And then it's that one and that one. Okay, so let's put them over there for a minute. Okay, now, so we've got Vision Quest. These are Native American, and we all know that they have been speaking to the spirits and the gods since the beginning of time, I think. They're very connected with their spirituality, aren't they? They really, Native Americans, they really focus in. I'm trying to think of a birthday, actually. I don't know why this has come to mind, but a child's birthday. And you can just see that they would give them something that could be handmade around their neck, like a wooden necklace of some sort, to sort of celebrate their birthday in some way. And that necklace they'd probably wear for the rest of their days. Very spiritual people. Really ought to travel to that part of the country or the world at some point. I think that would be very enlightening for me. All right, well, these cards are normally quite fast, and they tend to pick their own. All I do is try and shuffle them, and then let's make a bit room. So if we just do this. That one. Okay. Let's see. Let's have a sip. Hope you're enjoying your coffee or wine or whatever you're drinking. I always forget it's not always 8:30 in the morning for somebody. You may have already done a whole day and relaxing. The Father of Water. Well, that Father of Water, to me, says new love. That is new love. Right there, the king. That's essentially the King of Cups in tarot. New love. But I feel that in order to have love, you must love yourself first. You must appreciate yourself first before you can have love. And this is very emotional. So this could be a deep connection with somebody. All this water it represents emotion, father or fatherly love. So a protector in some way, somebody that loves you very deeply, and they want to protect you. And isn't that weird what I was saying about the birthday though? And people. What's he got there? Has he got fish? Oh, he's got fish there. So he's been fishing. He has got the. You see, he's got the necklace on. How fun is that? Lovely colours though. I'm getting a. You might not be able to see it, but I'm getting a purple. There's purples here, purples there. This peacock. It hasn't got purple on there, but I know it's got purple. So yeah, so transformation, loving yourself. It is definitely a much softer time, a softer energy. So you can see them a bit better. I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn them around. I've never done that before. Let's do that. And you get it in the right order. You get a real sense of it then. There. Can you see? She doesn't look, initially you think, oh, she looks like she's in a bit of angst, but she's not. This transformation is a soft one. It's an easygoing one. It's a pleasurable move. It's not, doesn't seem to be difficult, you know? But it's definitely the end of something and the beginning of something new. In yourselves, generally, or your environment. Mostly in yourselves, I would say. This look to me is, so you are the peacock. It's you going through the transformation. And it's you, this self-love and new love is here. There, look. The turquoise and the purples. Nice. Now, let's enter Crazy Town. We do this every week. We've got we always have the top row is always the really lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's move that up. Lovely, chilled and nice energy. And then we get to the second part, the second row, and it just turns into Crazy Town. All because we use these oracle cards, but I just can't give them up. I can't give them up. I need to see what's going to come out next. Quite often we get naked people. Okay, you crazy cards. What have you got? You crazy son of a guns, eh? Oh, semi-naked. Okay, let me show you the picture. Now, I've never heard of this artist. Paul Gauguin. Okay. Right, okay, so this is, as I say, we always go back to this card, but let's go weird with the weird. Look, who wanders around with a towel round their waist and a hat on? That is crazy. Is that mountain? That looks very Africa. There's an animal going out of the scene here. Yeah, that looks very African, doesn't it? That's kind of, that represents a lady in the background, and this tree. Oh, can you hear that cow? The tree, is that volcano or Kilimanjaro or something like that, isn't it? Well, let's see. Anyway, here's the weirdness. It gets weirder. Go far to go fat. Exaggerate the subtle. Share the unseen. Only an outsider sees inward. Told ya. Crazy as. Well, crazy can stay there at the moment until we're ready. Because I just cannot absorb those cards until the end, until the other cards go down and I can make some sense of it. It's always weird. Go far and go fat. Exaggerate the subtle. Well, maybe that's part of this transformation. Maybe bring into the forefront your more subtle sides, the bits that you tend to leave hidden. Maybe that's a little test for us this week, that we can just see if we can show somebody something, a different side of us, our more subtle side. Now, these are the feminine oracle cards. If they're going to do a masculine one, I'll buy them too, but there isn't any out at the moment. Let's have a look. I love that. It was looks like the red eye, doesn't it? That we're going into the depths of something. Very Egyptian looking. There she is today. Oh, she's pretty, isn't she? Really pretty. So, the presence of the divine feminine. Her name is Shekinah. Right. As the center of everything, there is light, and I am that light. Oh my goodness. So this is about your inner light. This is about your inner being. This is about, and dare I say it, your inner source, the source of light that creates you. I am the light. Yeah. So we need reminding. It's all about, it really is a soft energy, connecting with other people, but on a softer level. We'll see how long we can do it for, because what normally happens is people knock you out of kilter, or they knock you off your energy. So let's just go back to Paul Gauguin. What's he say? Go far, go fat, exaggerate the subtle. Yes. Share the unseen, which we're going to do. So maybe don't show it all, but maybe just show somebody a little bit, a tiny little bit, because I wouldn't go all out, a little bit of your inner light, a little bit of your inner being, a little bit of your inner sanctuary. And actually, the interesting thing will be is whether they hook onto it. Because if they're not anyway spiritual and they've never tapped into it, it won't have any impact on them whatsoever, I doubt. But if they are, I wonder if it'll pick up their spiritual source and their inner light. You know, us humans, we are complex people. It depends what your belief system is, but my belief system, it's totally encouraged by Abraham Hicks, as I've said earlier, is definitely that we do have an inner source. And somehow we have managed to shroud it all with all that goes on in the world. Yeah, inner light. So that's lovely. I feel like Paul Gauguin is kind of adding to this. I also think this represents travel, though. Go far, go fat. I don't know what that means. But certainly share the unseen, the inner light. Now, these are the Gypsy Fortune cards. Again, a little bit weird. But that's why we do this, because all these cards I rarely use in my normal tarot readings. That's why I save them for you on a Saturday morning. And we just mix. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. $21. 21 is the number. 21. And a dog. Well, what do you get from a dog? And a home. You know, what do you get? You get loyalty. You get. Do you know what you get from a dog? Unconditional love. Unconditional. They never ask anything of you. They'll accept whatever you give them. But don't tell me dogs don't have an inner source, because they don't ask you for anything. And they might neither you a little bit for some play or whatever, but they don't really ask you for anything. They don't put any real demands on you. They give you loyalty and expect nothing in return. They will love you they will love every bit of you to the depths of you. No matter who you are, what you've done in life or not done in life, whatever, it doesn't matter what kind of person you are, they will love you. It's like that is their role. And they're there to teach us, aren't they? But, you know, but not saying everybody that has a dog is in tune with that, because we all know that some dogs get treated really badly. But when somebody's given you such loyalty, they really don't deserve it, do they? So 21, but 21's a lucky number. And then there is a home in the background there. More mountains. More mountain energy. Yeah, and you know, that's, yeah, loyalty. Loyalty. I think we'll stick with that as the word. I think that fits in. It's actually, look, it's not too dissimilar in colours. Look, in that one. When you put them side by side, they've got all of the very similar colour, similar shades of colour. I mean, you can't do it. Could you do it with that one, I suppose? Can you see that? They're similar. Peacock. Similar. Yeah. This transformation. Yeah, they all blend in, don't they? I find these Saturday cards are quite special, I think. So, to recap then, transformation, love yourself, be your spiritual self, be soft, love that, because that brings kindness. Softness brings kindness. Reach out to somebody, share a little bit of that light of who you really are and not who you are functioning as, and see what sort of response you get. That's this week. Cup of love, somebody coming potentially with a cup of love, but certainly a lot of emotion. But it's not a weakened emotion, it's a strong current. So it's a strong emotion because it's a fatherly figure. The love of a father. Protection, I think, always think protection. Yeah, see the peacock doesn't rock up to you and just go, I'm the peacock and hell yes, you can't fight me. You never feel like you want to fight a peacock, do you? They're much more subtle. Loyalty, it's subtle, but you would, if you think about it in any real detail and depth, that loyalty is, you know, you can't break that loyalty. You can never break the spirit of a dog, or their loyalty to you, or their commitment to you. And this, again, this is all about your inner light. So these two cards here, look, this is the transformation, but reaching into you. Right then, well, I would say that's probably the end of Coffee with Hoffy today. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you come back. Don't forget to check out my website, because I've started to create these moon products now, which I'm really loving, and I've got them out on people, testing them all over the place, and I'm getting some great feedback from them. So that's fab, and they're 100% natural products that I add to them. So they're 100% oils, 100% creams, you know, the butters and things. So go and check out those. Ask me any questions if you've got any questions. Follow me on Instagram if you can. If you're not subscribing to this Coffee with Hoffy on a Saturday, please do, so you can get notified every week. So that would be really nice. And yeah, feel free to drop me a message. I love that. I love speaking to people outside of this. I'm on Instagram. I do Facebook, and yeah, and I'm just loving to share with you. And I hope that you feel some sort of warmth and some connection and some spiritual companionship in what we do here on a Saturday morning. So love and light to you. Love me hard. I love you really hard back. Take care. Have a fabulous weekend. Have an amazing week. Test out some of the theories. Don't forget to write in your journal. But just have fun. Okay. Take care. Take care, my lovelies. Bye-bye.